Alright, so we have a very interesting situation here. Obviously, I made a showcase video and I titled the video mid question mark question mark question mark and obviously Rose showcase. I was not impressed with this guy when I first used him at all. I thought that he was very underwhelming, but obviously the thing about Rose, specifically my Rose, is that he's only 3 stars, he's a defense type, he wants to take hits because he has his gauge. I'm pretty sure he's also getting damage when he gets hit. So obviously this is a unit that wants to take damage, just like Super Baby 2. Super Baby 2 is also very star dependent, right? And I thought that, sure, like Rose, same thing, right? Like he has the same issue. He's also very star dependent. So 3 stars, whatever. It's not the end of the world that he's not gonna look like a fucking beast. But apparently, I'm not the only one who thinks this guy is not that good. And obviously, the main issue here is that Goresh made a video that this guy sucks. And that's a problem, not because it's Goresh and like he has his own opinion, like that's fine. The problem is that if I think this guy sucks, that's one thing, because I have him at 3 stars. But you can make the argument that, this guy is star dependent, he's defense type, whatever, right? If the guy who has him completely maxed out says that this unit is not good enough, even defensively, then there's definitely something wrong with this guy, with this unit, right? With Rose. So I think the main issue here is that I'm gonna say his base, because his base, first of all, I don't understand why he doesn't have blast armor on strikes. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, this guy is not that broken. He, honestly, I'm gonna say this, I think he's not bad. Obviously, I've been using him the last couple of days. I don't think he's that bad. Even at 3 stars, like he's fine. He's fine. But he's definitely not broken. He's definitely not the best unit in the game. I think Majin Vegeta is easily better. Turles is easily better. Vegito Blue is easily better. This guy is not like, okay, this is the best unit in the game or anything like that. Why doesn't he have blast armor on strikes before he transforms? Doesn't make any sense. The only thing I can think of is that obviously this guy is a transforming unit. So they are like, okay, this is a transforming unit. There you go, I guess. So transform, right? Like, which is like, sure, but Vegito has blast armor on strikes. And like at this point, I don't really think they should be in the game. Like, I don't think this should be, or they should design units like this. I don't think so. Like, Beast Gohan, before he transforms, he has blast armor as well. Like, this is not something that they do. LF Broly has blast armor before he transforms. I don't understand why Legends Fast Goku Black doesn't have blast armor. I don't understand that. He has this green card. This is one of the worst fucking dogshit green cards ever. This is a counter, but it's not like Super Baby 2's or whatever counter we might talk about, like Orange Piccolo, whatever, right? You counter, and obviously with those units, you can chain. With, like, you counter and you can use cards. This guy doesn't chain it to anything, he just stands there. He removes your vanish. But I got the counter off. This happened like, I think I got the counter like once or twice actually. But there was like that one time where I got the counter. It was against Super Vegito, fusing Super Vegito. And I went for a blast card because I guess I don't have anything else. And Vegito just went through it with his strike or green card or whatever it was. So, like, this shit doesn't even do anything. It doesn't do anything. I guess if you have your rush, it could work. But yeah, like overall, this is just not good. This green card is just, I would just say it's terrible. I don't really understand what's the point of reduces enemy vanishing gauge to 0 Why doesn't he just why doesn't he just chain it? Why can't you just chain it like all the other counters? You get the counter off and you can chain it to into cars, right? Like you can use strikes, whatever you want to, right? I don't understand that. It doesn't make any sense to me. I think it's bad. Um, I don't know, man. Like it's not that good. It's just not that good. Let's be honest. And the fact that he doesn't have blast armor is definitely not a good thing, because if you want to get this green card off, let's say you stay mid range, they can just blast card you and you don't have an answer. So that's terrible. No blast armor is terrible. I don't know what were they cooking with this one. Obviously, the big point also is that this guy has this like cover nullification thing that he gives to the whole team for 15 timer counts. I don't think it's bad, but even like when I first read his kit, I was thinking like every single top tier character has cover nullification. Vegito Blue has cover null, Majin Vegeta has cover null, Turles has cover null, Gotenks has cover null, Super Vegito has cover null. Like all these units have cover nullification. What's the point of this really? Like this is not that helpful. It's basically doesn't really do too much. The only time this was actually useful when I was using like older units with Rose, like Ultra Rose or the old Elf Rose. Obviously those units don't have cover nullification. Ultra Rose has, but he needs to get his gauge, which takes a lot of time. So with Ultra Rose, this actually works pretty well. But yeah, like that's the thing. Like those units are all old power craft units. New units don't have this issue. But sure, like you have this ability, like it's still not that bad, right? Like this shouldn't be a bad ability or anything like that, because like you still have windows, small windows where you don't have cover null, right? Like let's say if using Super Vegito, he only gets cover null on green. Who else? Gotenks gets it for 5 timer counts, then he can use his green card. You get the point, but there are times when you don't have cover null, even with these new units. It could be pretty useful, but the problem is, in my opinion, is that it's only for 15 timer counts. When the battle starts, for 15 timer counts, that's it. So basically, at 165 timer counts, this shit runs out. Then he gets it again when he transforms for 10 timer counts. Or does he? Okay, that's something different. But he gets it when he transforms again, no? Should be getting it. Am I wrong? His main gives him oh, I know what's the problem. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, when he transforms from base, yeah, he gets the same thing but for only 10 timer counts. So basically, you get it for 15 timer counts. That first 15 timer counts, I would say that's pretty irrelevant. Like, for example, you're using Majin Vegeta. You don't have to worry about that. He has 10 timer counts. Vegito Blue has 30 timer counts. Like, dude, you get no value from this. So, you basically, the first 15 timer counts is a waste. Then you get it again for 10 timer counts. But let's be honest, like when you're transforming with Rose, most likely you will continue the combo with Rose. And you basically just get cover null. Because by the end of your combo, this runs out completely. There is no point to this. So I would say the main issue with this ability, it's not even that units have cover null, because it's like, yeah, sure, obviously every top tier unit has cover null. At this point, basically every unit has cover null. But still, like you have like small windows where you can use this and where this ability could be useful. But the problem is that it's for such a short time that it's like it's completely insignificant. Like 10 timer counts is nothing. You transform, you continue your combo, buy the combo and it's gone. You get no value from this. So it's not even that it's bad or completely like a waste. I think it could be useful if this was like, let's say, 50 timer counts. So let's say you get like 20, 30 timer counts in base, then you can transform, obviously. And after you transform, let's say you get it for like 40, 50 timer counts. Then I think it would be pretty useful and you could notice it, in my opinion. At least it would be way more useful, let's be honest. So I think that's the main issue with this ability. Units already have cover null, so you get such a small like window where you get this ability. It's not gonna do anything for you. So yeah, I think that's the main issue with this ability. It's too short. Like overall 25 timer counts, that's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. It's not doing anything. It's honestly, I would argue most of the time it's a complete waste. Like yeah, you have this, fantastic. If it wasn't there, it wouldn't make a difference. That's the point, right? And after that, he only gets cover null with his green card. Yeah. Like if he had just cover nullification, like regular cover nullification, it would do the same thing. It's way too short. So yeah, I think that's the main issue. So no blast armor before he transforms. The green card is absolute fucking dog shit. This new like cover null ability is just, it's way too short. Like it should be like at least like a 50-60 timer counting, and then it would actually make a difference. Obviously the main issue with the gauge is that you get the gauge, but you can't get rid of it. Like if you get the gauge, obviously the gauge stays full, and in order to get rid of the gauge, you have to use a blue card or a green card. But he doesn't get a blue card or a green card when he gets the gauge. So unless you have a blue or green already, you can't really get rid of that shit. And it just stays there, and at that point it's a waste, right? It doesn't really do anything if it's full. so yeah, there are definitely some design flaws with this unit. First of all, the base green card no blast armor combo is ridiculous, and then the gauge is like, you know, it's just there, but it's not really doing anything because you get it like once or twice throughout the whole game. That's probably the most I got it, like twice, maybe 3 times. You don't really get that. You can't like get rid of it. It stays full. So yeah, like there are definitely some issues with this unit. Is he terrible though? I don't know, man. Like I have him at 3 stars, and I'm gonna be honest. Like once again, he has his issues. The gauge could be better. This cover nullification thing could be way better. But when he transforms, like this guy I think he's pretty good. Like he does well. He has extreme bleed on strikes, which in my opinion is pretty annoying for the opponent. The blue card gives him back. It's only a one-time thing though, but still you get 100% of your vanish back with your blue card, which could be useful as well. He gets type neutral with his second main. Like overall he's not bad. I wouldn't say he's bad, but he should be better for sure. Like even at 3 stars, like he's doing fine. But yeah, like he definitely has his issues. And the one thing that I find interesting is that I'm pretty sure Goresh said that this guy is not tanky, even at 14 stars. I don't even know how is that even possible. 204,000 strike defense, 205,000 blast defense. I'm pretty sure he gets like 70% damage cut. I'm pretty sure he gets that somewhere. At least 70%. I don't even understand how that's possible, dude. How is this guy not tanky? And yeah, like that's definitely the thing. Like even though I have him at 3 stars, you know, I have Ultra Majin Vegeta at 5 stars and Ultra Turles at 5 stars as well. Like obviously 5 stars is more than 3, like obviously, but it's not that big of a difference. And like my Turles is definitely pretty bulky. even at 5 stars. Ultra Majin Vegeta is definitely way tankier than this guy. Like, how is this guy not tanky? I don't understand that. So, I don't know. Is he getting a buff? Most likely not. I'm pretty sure this guy's... yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not getting a buff. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like this guy is just... He has potential. And I feel like, if anything, this guy is more like a damage dealer after he transforms. He's more like a damage dealer than a tank. But obviously, they're not gonna touch the cover nullification thing. Obviously, they won't give him blast armor before he transforms. Like, even if, let's say, he gets an early plat, I don't even really know. Like, just give him damage, I guess, and then he's gonna do better. But yeah, I don't think he's getting buffed. I highly doubt it. I don't know how I would place him on a top 10. I don't know, man. It's definitely interesting because, like, once again, like, first I was pretty unimpressed. But as I'm using him, like, he's not bad. Like, I don't think this is a bad unit. But he definitely has issues. He definitely has flaws. He definitely has issues. Some of his abilities are just like, once again, like the green card, the strike combo is like so dumb. His ability doesn't really make too much sense because it's too short and it doesn't do anything. But overall, like, I wouldn't say this guy is bad. After he transforms, he's a pretty good damage dealer, if nothing else. I don't know. Plus, even if he's not like the tankiest unit, he still has endurance, and he cancels buff effects even with against Rush. So, like, for example, Ultra Majin Vegeta can't do that. Yes, he cancels buff effects when you use an ultimate or a blue card, but if you rush Vegeta, like, let's say with fusing Super Vegito, you can just kill him. You can't do the same with Goku Black. Goku Black can just cancel buff effects, even against Rush. So, at least he has that. I don't know. It's definitely an interesting. It's definitely interesting because I know that this guy has issues, but even at 3 stars, like, he's not bad. He's not bad. Like, he's not a terrible damage dealer. Even at, once again, 3 stars. This is a 3-star unit, and he's doing fine, damage wise. I don't know, man. The one thing is, I don't think this guy is getting a buff. I highly doubt that he's getting a buff. We'll see though. Like, if they do buff him, I hope they just straight up give him blast armor before he transforms. He definitely needs that. Other than that, like, I don't even know what else would they do. Like, make the cover change thing longer. I don't know if they would even do that. So yeah, this is a very interesting thing because, like, when they buffed Goku and Frieza, they had so many things that they did, and they changed. Not even changed. They just gave them a lot of things, a lot of extra things. But I don't really know, like, what can they do besides, like, give him blast armor, sure. Make the cover nullification thing longer. But other than that, I would say that's pretty much it. Because other than that, like, what else? Like, they're not gonna buff his defenses. I feel like he already does enough damage. So that's pretty much it, I guess. And I don't know if they're gonna do that. Like, most likely not. I'm pretty certain they won't touch this guy. So yeah, I don't know, man. He has his issues. This unit is definitely not perfect. It's definitely the design. This is just not a well-designed character. But I'm gonna be honest, even though I was super unimpressed at first, I don't think this guy is bad. I'm gonna say that though. I don't think he's bad. He should be better. I'm not sure, like, if he's like, is he even a top 5 character? Probably not. Like, obviously VB is better, Vegeta is better, Turles is better. Who else do we have? Fusing Super Vegito, I think, is better, probably. Alright, so overall, I would say Rose is not bad. Obviously, he has his issues. Like, just not well designed stuff in his kit. But overall, I don't think this guy is bad. Like, he's a good damage dealer. He's not that bad defensively, even if he's not the tankiest unit. His endurance and the cancel buff effect ability is very strong together. I'm pretty certain he's not getting buffed. I'm pretty sure he's a top 10 unit. I'm not sure about top 5 though. He could be better, and they definitely messed up with a few things, but let's be honest here. They are not buffing this character, unfortunately. So yeah, this is Rose. I'm not sure. This is definitely a very weird character, and I don't even know like how I feel about him. I can kind of see though that this guy is being a little bit overhated right now. I can definitely see that though, because I don't think he's terrible. He has his flaws, but I don't think he's terrible. Like, even at 3 stars, I think he's doing actually pretty fine. So I don't know, man. Like, he could have been better. He should have been better, but he's not bad. I'm gonna say that though. I would say he's definitely top 10 though, and I would also say that he's not getting buffed. I would be shocked if this guy would get a buff, but we'll see. So yeah, that's basically Rose. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.